Well, think about what happened to the Israelites when they were put into a harsh condition, when they were deprived of permanent homes and forced to wander in the wilderness. And they experienced lack of sleep. What did they do? How did they react when they were forced to live on bread and water and quail and lack of sleep because they were treated cruelty? Remember what they did? They melted down all their gold and they made an idol. They put God to the test. Now, God had just saved them in one of the greatest moments in their life, right? He forced Pharaoh's hand that he let the Israelites go. He parted the Red Sea and let those Israelites go through on dry land. He swallowed up the Pharaoh's army as he let the Red Sea come back and envelop them. He saved the Israelites from slavery to the Egyptians. And then what? They wanted to go back to Egypt. Not rational, right?
Back to Egypt? Really? Well, where do we find that? That's a good question. Numbers 14, verses 1 through 10. Take a listen. Then all the congregation raised a loud cry, and the people wept that night. And all the people of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron. And the whole congregation said to them, would that we had died in the land of Egypt? Or would that we had died in this wilderness? Why is it the Lord brings us into this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will become a prey. Would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to each other, let's choose a leader and go back to Egypt. And then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before the assembly of the congregation of the people of Israel. And Joshua and Caleb, who were among those who had spied out the land, tore their clothes and said to all the congregation of the people of Israel, the land which we passed through to spy it out is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land that flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord. And do not fear the people of the land, for they are bread to us. Their protection is removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. And would you think they said, okay, all is good. We're on board. No, all the congregation said to stone them with stones. Really? Yes, really. Let's get back to the sermon and hear more about that, shall we?
And then later on, he showed them the land that he promised to give them. And then what? They didn't believe. They didn't believe that they could conquer it. And then God, who got them out of the grip of one of the greatest empires in all of history, wasn't able to help them conquer a few hooligan tribes. Now, how crazy is that, right? Well, don't laugh. We've all been there, done that. When life throws us a curveball, we wig out. We trust in our own strength when we should be trusting in the one who got us through our previous scrapes, the one who got us to where we are today.